Hi guys, in this video I'm going to talk about the event that's going on and it still has 12 days to be completed. Um, this is similar to the event that we had last month where we had a board and we used dice to complete it. I'll just explain the basics and how you should get the best rewards out of it with some tricks that I can show in the next few minutes. So first of all, this is some uh, information about the event, like the story behind the season content, and you can get some rewards in here that you can purchase with dragon crystals. This is not necessary, but I mean, if you want these cosmetics, you can get them here. So let's get into the actual game. Each day we are presented with daily quests that requires us to complete the throwing of 80 dice per day. This can be done either manually, one by one, or just like in a bundle. You can have up to 50 in here in the multiplier. I'll explain the parts of the screen so you can understand better what's going on here. First of all, each time you click in the dice, you will throw your dice, deducting them from the amount in here. Whenever you want to throw, you can choose a multiplier. This means after you land on one of these case, like in one of these blocks, you will get a reward, and that reward will be multiplied by the amount that you have decided in here. It goes from 1 all the way to 50. So let's do just one test now. We got an 8. We're going to fall in the red one. This one can take money out of you, so you have three choices here. Whatever you pick will get you either plus coins or minus coins. We got minus 625, but if we had a higher multiplier, we could have lost way more. So I'll just do now 1 with 10, so you see the difference. In here, every time you land on a yellow box, you will get coins, and the amount of coins is going to be defined by this multiplier. Okay. There are different type of blocks in the game. The ones that we're aiming to get are the ones with the firecrackers, and this is because the event bases around getting firecrackers. So the next thing I'm going to do is just roll once more so we can go after the start point, and I'll start explaining the trick that you have to complete in order to get more firecrackers. But first, let me explain something else. You can do this either manually or auto by selecting this option. If you select auto, it will just keep throwing dice until you are requested for interaction. In this case, I'm going to use the manual option because it's better to just keep track of what you're doing in order to apply this trick. Okay. Each time you complete one action, you will get a quest that can be completed. In this case, the dailies are only these 4 that appear in here, and the special ones keep increasing until a limit that you can achieve each day. And once you have achieved the limit for that day, a clock will appear telling you how much time you have to wait for the next quest to be available. Then there's a log here that shows duels that you have to fight if you want to recover some coins. There are assists that help this guy recover coins, and they will net you hertz that can be used to acquire another currency that I will show afterwards, and dividends. Here, whenever you fall on players icon, you will give them dividends out of your earnings. So depending on of which multiplier you are using, you will split some part of the earnings with them. And after that, the only thing that's remaining, every coin that you make in this game is going to be used here to acquire the rewards that are presented in this section of rewards. What we're aiming for is trying to get at least to this point, because after this the only important part is diamonds, unless you really want to get your title, but That's up to you. After explaining pretty much everything in screen, I'll start with the process to get the most firecrackers. So the board starts here. This is our starting point, and each side contains 10 blocks. So from here to here, you would need a 10 to fall here. From here to here, a 10, and all the four sides are 10 squares. So this needs us to understand that if we're on the second block, from here to here are 8, and then the next firecracker is within range of our 2 dice, because the maximum number of the dice that you can get is 12. This means if I want to get into this number here, from this spot, this is 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is where the trick starts to work. Let's say that whenever you end up in the start, it can be called a round. So whenever you complete the board and get over this block, it can be called one round. In this case, I don't remember if the previous round we got a firecracker or not, so I will just use the 50 and let's find out. If in the previous round we didn't get a firecracker, this means that since we are within range, the next number that should be applied to these dice is going to be 11. So let's try that now. Okay, this means that in the previous round we got a firecracker. So I'm going to start now by just going through the board, completing this round, so we can start with the explanation. For now, just keep in mind that I have not received a firecracker on the first part, on the second part, and if I manage to go these blocks without getting a firecracker, I can prepare my next round's firecracker try with 50 multiplier. In case I get any of these in here, I would have to wait a full round without getting a firecracker to prepare for the trick to work. So let's go. I mean, it's kind of complicated. I'll just use a 10 in case we land in one of these. But I would be expecting to just go in ones that don't have a firecracker and complete the explanation in the next round. So let's go. We got one, so this round can be considered as void. We need to find one round where we don't get a firecracker. Let's continue. And I'll explain why do you need to start with a round where you don't get a firecracker. So okay, we started here. Let's continue. No firecracker yet. We got one last round. So what I'm trying to explain here is if in last round we didn't get a firecracker, the game tries to make you land on the next available firecracker as quickly as possible. This would mean we would get a 4 here. But since last round we got a firecracker in this box, the game is not going to force us to fall here. We may fall there by chance, but it's not going to be a forced roll. So I'm going to throw this. You see it's a 6. I'm going to throw it again. Since we already know that it's not a round that we're going to be forced for pity, we should not get a 3 here. Same case, since it's not a round where we are forced for pity, we don't get a 2, we get anything else. And now here is where the explanation begins. The game is trying to make you get at least one firecracker on a round where you have not already received one. What this means is, whenever you throw the dice, you can get a number between 2 and 12. This means if you're in this box and there would be a firecracker here, you would need a 7 to get this firecracker. So that would be the pity number. Since we started here and the last round we didn't get a firecracker, we can be 100% sure that the game is going to give us a firecracker on this round. The closest one is here, but this is at least 10, 20, 18 spaces away. So we are still not within range, which is 12. We can throw our dice normally. We got a 4. If we got 10, we would be here. A 12 would be here. We're still not within range. We can throw normally. And now if you see, the next firecracker is here. This would be a 10, 9, so the game would give us an 8 in order to get this firecracker. What we can do now is just change the multiplier to the highest we can. In this case, my highest is 50, which is the highest in the game. And this is acquired after you have 1,000 dices. So if I throw now, the game will give me an 8 to get this firecracker. Let me show you. This way I have acquired my firecracker this round, and the next rolls are not defined yet, so they can be anything. I have had times where I land in 3 firecrackers in a row, but that's not guaranteed. So what we can do is just change it to 1 and continue clearing this round. What you have to do after getting this firecracker is continue the round until you reach the start, and after this one you have to complete at least 1 round without receiving a firecracker to enable again the pity. So let's go again. We have to complete it still. Okay, we have completed the round where we got a firecracker. So this round, we are supposed to just complete it without getting a firecracker as a defined roll. What this means is you will get random rolls from your dices, and you may get lucky and get a firecracker, but the game is not going to force it. Let me show you. We have a firecracker here within range. This is 4. The game is not going to give you a 4 by default. It can give you anything between 2 and 12, but it's not going to give you a 4 by default or a forced 4. Let me show you. Okay, after here, the next firecracker is in a 12. We know that it's not going to be a forced roll, so it's not going to be a 12, but also we can see that we have 3 possible options, or 4, that can give us a lot of profit. So what I'm going to do now, and this is a personal tip, I will just do a 50 roll, because I could give these guys some currency reward, and at least this person is in my guild, so I can help him. If I get a duel, I can also steal some coins, and if I fall here, I can get some dice either. So a 50 here would be a nice option. Besides, if we get a 12 by random numbers, we can get more firecrackers. So let's do this. Like you see, we got a lot of coins, and we helped this guy with half our coins. So that's a win-win for both of us. And we also didn't get the firecracker yet. So we have completed 1, 2, almost 3 sections without a firecracker. Let's try to roll. And if we don't fall either here, here, or here, we can use the same method that I showed you next round. So let's try. Now, I am completely sure that I can't land here, and I have some rewards here. So why didn't I activated the 50 in the previous round? Because if I had landed a 4, I would have lost a lot of coins if I fell in here. Now, since I have some prizes, and I can also give these guys some coins, I will just go for 50. See, we got coins for both of us. And now we have finally completed a round without getting any firecracker. So this immediately activates the pity on this round. What this means is the next roll that I will make is going to fall here, 100% sure. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to get a 6 in our dice. See, that's how it works this season. It's not like last season. This season is different. Now I'm going to get my dices because I'm running low. And finally, I'll just change my coins for these cards. And let's continue. We got a firecracker now, so we can complete this round without using any bonuses. In here is the same. You should not use the multiplier because this can happen. See, I lost 800. If I had by 50, it would be 40,000. So and we got a second firecracker, but this round we got already one, so we're still safe. The next one is the one that we are hoping not to get a firecracker. So in here we can get some nice rewards. I'll just do a 20. Also be aware that whenever you fall here, these corners, I mean this one you lose, but either of these three corners you get nothing. So that's also like bad luck because you're not even getting coins or dice or anything, but that's how the board works. In here we are within range of helping him, so he's our guilty. Let's try. Okay, again we got nothing. This is bad luck. I'm not going to try it because now we have this here. We have almost completed a round without firecrackers. We just have these two. This one is after the start, so I'm not really sure how this works. Unless we get a 10 in the dices, we won't be able to find out. So let's try. So lucky for us, we got a firecracker now. So this whole round is void. This means that the next round we are not guaranteed a PD roll. I'm going to continue this. If this round was one of the PD rounds, we would have a secured firecracker here. This is 5, 6, a 7? No, a 8. So let's try. It shouldn't be an 8 because we got the firecracker here, but let's see. So we still have these options. This one is within range. He's at 12, so I'm not going to use the multiplier here. Still the same. And now the only one that I'm worried about is this one. So this is 10, 12. Yeah, I'm not going to fall here. If you fall here, you have to pay coins. And that's even worse than this one. So I'm just going to use the multiplier. In case we fall in either of these, it's fine. The only one that is giving us nothing is the start one. And finally, this we cleared without getting a firecracker, which means we are now in a round where we are going to get a PD firecracker for sure. The closest one is 21 spaces away. That means at least 3 rolls. So let's go. This one we can't get it because it's in the next stage, the next block, sorry, and the lowest we can get is at 2. So this one doesn't count. Also, remember, and this is just a tip, depends on how close you are to this block, but whenever you fall here, you will get this amount of coins multiplied by your multiplier here. So if you are sure you can land safely either here or before the blue one, you should try to use the 50 here, because you will get paid every time you pass over this one. You don't have to fall here. Every time you pass over this square, you will get paid this amount. It's this times 50. This is also another tip here. And let's try moving up to here. And I'll conclude the video there, because that's pretty much all the information about this game. I'll just then do the other activities. You see, we got a 9 and then a 12. So that's the 21 that I was talking about. We were 21 squares to the firecracker. I didn't change the multiplier because I'm going to save them for now. I think I have completed enough. But that's how you get your firecrackers. Every round that you don't get one, the next round is the pity round. So you will get one at least for sure. So that's all for the firecracker thing. Now let me explain the rest of the event. You will get coins whenever you land in these blue blocks. Whenever you yellow blocks, sorry. Whenever you land in the blue block, you will lose coins. The purple ones will give you coins depending on the duels, and the people that you duel will have a chance to recover some of those coins. Also, if you fall in the firecracker one, when there's a firecracker, I think you only get firecrackers, you don't get gold. I'm not sure. I haven't checked. And the next important part is the battles. So let me just grab my reward here, and let's go to the battles. How this works is you have an amount here of firecrackers. Each monster that you uncover costs 80, and the level of the monster starts increasing as long as you are playing this game. So the more monsters you open, the harder the monsters will start getting. You are also given some wishes that are that they will help you get your 5 orbs. Once you have completed these, you can just give your cards away to people that they are asking for them. Like for instance, I can give one here. And I'm not sure who else wants like those cards. This guy was from last season. This guy is not on my guild, so I'm going to prioritize my guild. It's something that I want to help them first, so that's what I'm not giving them away. But I mean, in the end, I'll just give them away for everyone that needs them. And for now, the other important part is these battles, the ones that have fortune satchels. You have to get a team that nets you the most amount of kills possible. I haven't tried any teams other than this one because I love how this team performs. So you can use this one. It's really nice. And these kind of levels, what you have to do is kill the most amount of satchels, and in the end you will get that amount of coins. There is a number of required tries that you have to complete before you get a new satchel round. And that's why you need to get firecrackers, because if you only focus on getting money, you're not going to get these more coins, and coins are going to be transformed into other elements that I will show after this fight. We got to 70. It's kind of low. I was getting 440, I think. And if you see here, it tells us that we need to do 4 more fights before we get a guaranteed satchel. So I'll just do these 3. These fights don't give you coins directly, but if you win them, you get rewards after you complete the rounds. Each fight is different. They're not the same, but this formation can help you clear pretty much everything. So if you have the formation, you can use it. You see there's 2 more. I'll do these ones because they pay more. Lenia is strong. But yeah, the formation still works there. This is the first time that I get a challenge, so let's try this. Yeah, Satrana is really resistant to magic. But it still works, so that's fine. And then you also get to see the jiggle in the end. And if you saw here, it said 4, and now we got 1. So each time you complete this number here, you are getting an additional satchel. So my advice is just try getting all the ones that you can beat. Don't try something that you can beat because you're just wasting your time there. But if you can beat like a challenge or something, just do that one and keep getting more and more coins, because I will show you what you can buy with these coins. Also, the higher the level of the satchel difficulty is, the more coins you will get per level. If you see, last time we got around 200 something. This one, I'm not sure if it's the one that I did in earlier this morning, but it got me 440. So let's see. I think there may be some changes, like maybe Satrana is not needed in this build because Satrana doesn't help that much with multiple enemies. But I'm not sure what to change in this comp to get more kills. And yeah, it's the same one as the early this morning, 420 for something. We got a card as well. We don't need them now, but it's still fine. So I'll stop making this, just trying to show you how this works. And after this, you have this amount of coins, and you still have firecrackers, so you can still go until you have less than 80 here. And the Emporium is the last part where you're going to use your coins. So getting the orbs is increasing, like it has an increasing value, and the last one is kind of hard to get. It's almost 1.5k. So after that, you can just get your yellow essence. If you see, it's 12 days remaining, and I have already completed the orbs. I still have to complete the yellow essences, and these ones are also nice to give to your guild. So remember to get at least 1 daily. So whenever you are ready, you just go and give them to your guild in here. The way this works is you open the chat, you select the bag, and you send it to them. And the last part, this is also important. Whenever you see a duel here, if you complete it, you will get coins. And it's really simple. I mean, it depends on the defense team of the enemy, but most of the time it's like doing arena PvP that won't cost you points. So this is another tip that I can give you. If you want to become better in arena mode and you don't want to lose points, you can use these tries to do it, because this way you can try formations here versus their formations, and this won't deduct arena points from you, and you also get rewards, so it's a win-win, right? You're trying your comps. Like, I mean, I'm using the same one. I just already have it for all the 5 arenas. But if I wanted to try a new comp, I can do this and also get a reward in the end. So let's do that in the next duel. Once you have completed this, you have your assists. Whenever you do an assist here, you will help them recover their gold, and also you will get some on the back. So I mean, if you see these, we can just send Chippy and win, because this guy doesn't have any defense. So I'm not sure why people don't set a defense, but yeah, Chippy defeated him. And in here, I'm going to do the try, like I mentioned. Let's see. I want to try these guys here. So let's try something random, like a full hypogean, yeah, just to try. Celestial hypogean. I wouldn't use this in arena for sure because it lacks foundation, but I'm just trying here. So this is something that I'm telling you. If you want to try comps, like I know this guy has a lot of heroes, so this is a nice enemy to try a comp with. Like, let's say you want to try Graveborn. So let's try. Where's this guy? And some healer. Something like this. You can get an idea of what comps work and what comps don't work. If you see, Bonnie is susceptible to die to assassins, but then you still have to deal with Tassie, so you get an idea, right? Like, these fights are not costing you anything, and you're learning just by doing them. So you can complete doing these. You can keep, sorry, doing these whenever you have time. And the last part out of this event, I have just completed this. Uh, why is it important to get that type of currency? So, if you see your mystical house in the Emporium, there's a section called the Friendship Store. And inside, you will get these 3 options that can be bought with this currency, which is called Palcoin. There are also several ways to acquire Palcoins, but the fastest ones is using your heroes every day. You will get some coins. Sending your friends gifts in here, they will give you some coins as well. And also, one that many people may not know, if you see a Kern posting, just walk towards it, and you can give a like, and it will give you coins. You can do it, I think it's 2 times per day. After the second time, it doesn't work. So that's how this. There's a way to get coins here. And finally, these are important because once you get the discounted one, don't get this one because these are expensive. Just get the discounted one. You can do this with your heroes. If you go to the affinity section, each hero has a number here that it's converted into gifts for you. So let's go to someone that I know has no affinity increased, and let's see what we can get from here. From the first 100 affinity you get diamonds, then until 700 you get more diamonds. In this one you get an invite letter. At 3000 you get diamonds. 450, for 500 you get invite letter, and 8000 you get invite letter. So if you see, the ones that you buy in the Emporium are these ones, and these are the ones that give the most. These ones give 170. The others give 110, which are also bought in the Emporium. Regular ones or blue ones give 100. And if you have something that they don't like, they would give less than 100. So these are important because you can get more rewards just by giving it to them. Like this, you just get an invite letter and 100 diamonds. And this is pretty much for free, just by getting the PAL coins and using them there. You see here, this guy got all the way to 8000, so we got the final envelope, the invitation. And that's it for this video. So keep doing your event, keep getting your coins, keep getting your currency, and try to aim to at least get your orbs. I mean, yellow essence is also important. Blue essence may not be that important, and giving your guild diamonds, it's also important. So just get all these you can. And that's it for this video. So thanks for watching. See you in the next.